What up, y'all? It's T-Turn. There's a brand new rabbit hole we're gonna go down today about an unrevealed Pokemon. This lines up with something the Chinese Riddler said, so we're gonna go through it and start from the beginning. As you know, Riddler Cou has been responding to all his old riddles with the answers. So for example, here's a riddle from September 16 where he put new clue and then the Chinese letters for the Kusanagi sword, which is what's in the 8-headed dragon, which is what Hydrapple is based off. So of course, January 7, he reveals the clue was about Hydrapple after all. Y'all remember this one, electric, fire, water, steel, rock, psychic. Why must they destroy the pattern? And he was referencing the paradox moves after all. And so we come to the end of him responding to all his riddles, and he responded to the last one, which is concerning one of the biggest questions of them all, from October 12th. What's the truth of paradox? Are they time travelers from a parallel world? A coincidence? Like Brupon, it actually coincidentally looks like that. Or imagination. And of course, he's responded to it just saying that a lot of controversy in the game was left unknown, of course, to remain as a mystery. But we've talked about it. It's either they're time travelers or they're time travelers from a parallel world. So that's how the dust settles. But it only begins, because now he's done talking about Scarlet and Violet, which also leans towards the idea that there is no more Scarlet and Violet, right? Like the announcement we would get would not be a third DLC. But then the conspiracy begins anew, my dudes. Check this out. So someone responds to this tweet that Cou made and wrote, "Cou, what's the +1? I'm still not sure." And Cou responds, "M related, but they still haven't revealed it yet." Now, I'm about to explain just what this means. This actually works out to one of the ideas we were speculating, but I'm gonna start from the beginning. So it goes back to August of last year, which was about 6 months ago. Cou posted this tweet here. 7 + 8 + 1. This about to open some speculation floodgates. 7 + 8 + 1. What this is talking about. The 7 is referring to the following Pokemon: Diplin, Poltergeist, Sinistra, Okidoki, Monkey Dory, Fessendipity, and Ogerpon. This totals 7. It is all the brand new Pokemon introduced in the Teal mask. Another one would be Ursaluna, but it already exists, right? So he didn't include it there. But at the factor of Ursaluna, it lingers in the back. The 8 refers to the following: Arcaludon, Hydrapple, Gouging Fire, Raging Bolt, Iron Boulder, Iron Crown, Terrapagus. But you see, that's 7. So Pecharunt. It is all the Pokemon introduced in the Indigo disc. This is when stuff gets weird, because he put +1. You would have thought Pecharunt would be the +1, but clearly it fits into the Indigo discount, 8. So is the +1 Ursaluna? It's the only one outside of the box, but there's no point of including it back there. This is when things get cool. This is exactly what that dude was talking about. So let's look at it again, my dudes. Cou, what's the +1? I'm still not sure. M related, but they still haven't revealed it yet. Essentially, he's telling us there's a brand new Pokemon somewhere along the way. It's probably like a mythical Pokemon, like Marshadow or Zeraora. And the M related sounds like it's movie related. So just like you got like a movie with Zeraora, and then he popped up in the games, there's one last Gen 9 Pokemon that they haven't shown us yet. That is insane. This opens up a big can of worms. A lot of people are speculating stuff like Keldeo and Ho-Oh being honorary members of the Paradox trios that were introduced. We can't get them both if it's just +1, but there is something +1. My dude asking the big questions. You just pulled out a big can of worms from Cou. So we got some like Pecharunt is the movie mythical. Of course, he's saying they still haven't revealed it yet. Pecharunt's been revealed. They even made the whole untold story 3 days after the epilogue DLC came out. Pecharunt's official now. It's something new. We have no real direction to go off for this. It could be a Paradox Pokemon that's, we don't know what timeline it's from. So, you know, the future Paradoxes, they look all metallic. They have iron in front of their name. The past ones look more savage. They have a different prefix in front of their name. But just as Game Freak has already left it as a mystery how both Paradox Pokemon exist in the same universe, you could have this Paradox Pokemon introduced and you don't know how it got to our world. It looks like it could be from either. And so that's how you got just one. Or it could just be a whole ass different mythical Pokemon. One cool idea we could talk about is, since we know this is attached to a movie, one cool movie that could be made, which I don't know if it'd be redundant. So I'm gonna need to hear what y'all think about this, but it's if they made, because we don't know how Pokemon movies work anymore. Is Ash gonna be back? Is it gonna be with the new protagonist Liko? Or are these Pokemon movies just gonna be their own independent story? So imagine you got like a Pokemon movie talking more about what happened a couple hundred years ago, the Peachrunt versus Ogerpon story, and you get a whole movie painting the full picture. And in that movie, like one of the partner Pokemon the man has that's with Ogerpon is this brand new mythical Pokemon. We're just gonna for now assume it's a mythical Pokemon. And so after you watch that movie, that would be the Pokemon that gets added to the game. Here's someone with the unique idea saying maybe Peachrunt gives Ogerpon a ghost mask. So that new addition would be a new form of Ogerpon. But I don't know if that would necessarily fit with what Cou's saying. It sounds like it's a whole Pokemon entirely. But I think I got a better idea of what this mythical Pokemon should touch on. But I'm gonna let y'all speculate first. But this could be announced as early as Pokemon Day, February 27th. Could be announced a bit earlier. Or it might be announced somewhere down the line, like summer of this year, around June. Because they could tie it into the Pokemon Presents by announcing these new games and then announcing the movie and showcasing it. So you wouldn't be able to get it in your games, but they would reveal what it looks like. Kind of like when they revealed like Zoroark before Gen 5 was even announced in that Celebi movie. And then Lucario back in the post Gen 3 days. And then pretty much like Mega Mewtwo, it was first shown in the promotion for the movie before we got it in games. In fact, that's how Mega Mewtwo first leaked. It looked like the fakest crap ever. Also, no one was gonna believe Mewtwo was getting a new form. But yeah, so I think the earliest way they would show it to us is in promotional artwork and footage for this movie. I mean, look at the list of Pokemon movies, my dudes. The last one came out in 2020. Going by the averages, they seem to come out around July for Japan and then like October, November for us. So if this movie were to come out in July for Japan again, after so many years, a new movie, then the reveal for this Pokemon should be soon. Anyway, my dudes, make sure y'all shank that like button. The countdown continues. 5 weeks until Pokemon Day, but now we have another thing to look forward to. Along with the Johto Unova mystery, a brand new Gen 9 Pokemon is on its way. What do y'all think it could be about? I'll make my video talking about the things this mythical Pokemon could be, but until then, speculate in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.